All right, let me get in Sumit Peer then as well at this point. Sumit Peer, is it too early to say that relations have torpedoed between India and the US? How do you view these new changed geopolitical realities building up with this upcoming visit by PM Modi to China for the SCO summit? Do you see a lot riding on that visit and what the outcome of the potential bilateral will be on the way forward?
Uday, thank you very much for having me on the show. Look, if we go a little bit back, there have been a lot of geopolitical changes which have happened. The most important is the STACO, what people call it. It's not the name given by me, it's given by the Americans to Trump. Because the problem here is that, I was just reading now, there was even a jibe by Rajnath Singh ji today, Sabka boss. This is the real mentality which is happening. You can't be ruling the world from your Oval Office and deciding the fortune of 1.4 billion people sitting in Washington, D.C. and suits whatever suits you. Look, this all started with the lie which Trump started and repeated it 30 times. I did the ceasefire, I did the ceasefire, I did the ceasefire. And when Prime Minister Modi rebutted him in the parliament, I think which was broadcasted in around 190 countries of the world in all possible languages, then this man really lost the sense of proportion and he started getting vindictive. This man is used to calling the press every day and, okay, you start your fake news, your false news. Whatever suits him is fake, is good. Whatever doesn't suit him is fake news. If I may have the liberty of calling, he's a narcissist by nature. That is, it's I, me, myself all the time. That is what he does. Putting these tariffs on India and all is kind of pulling the relation lower than what we had in 1971. This man single-handedly is responsible for a lot of disasters. Let me give you some numbers because there's no point of talking without numbers. There's a survey by Economist, American newspaper, which says by Trump's so-called tariffs, GDP will contract by 6%, American GDP. You're growing at 1.2% and every household will lose from 6% to more income. So starting from $12,000 a year and going up as per income, this is the money you will lose. The cost of goods, which a common middle class American buys, will exponentially go up. Jobs are going to go up. Let's quote Bank of America, again an American institution, not run by you and me. They say in next 4 years, $42 trillion to $72 trillion will leave American economy if the things continue like this. Let me go to third American institution, BLS, the Bureau of Statistics, which issues numbers for America. Again, an American institution. By the way, Dr. Erica, who heads the bureau, he fired her, saying that you are an agent of Democrats. You know what is the job creation in US Uday? The job creation in US is lower than the COVID times. They used to create 175,000 jobs a month. They have come down to 83,000 into 240,000 jobs per quarter. It's not for 1 month, it's for quarter, all-time low. When last time she gave the numbers, Trump fired her last Saturday, they lost $1.1 trillion in the stock market one day. Apple, $110 billion market cap gone. Big five, big three, NVIDIA and all you put together, $300 billion. $72 billion of cash left America in one single day. Going to yen, going to gold and all. Now, with all those projections which are here, which we know, which are happening, and on the top of that, if you look, there are media reports out, even some of our publications have carried them. If you look at these numbers, America is looking at knocking at recession. Then what did President Trump say? He said, if my tariffs are overturned by the courts, you will go into the Great Depression of 1930. 1930, sir, Smoot-Harvey Act. So again, it was like this. The act said that it will be a duty. You have to be a very high import duty on sending goods to America. And exactly what Trump calls them tariffs. What happened? The world isolated America. And sir, in 4 years, American GDP shrunk by 65%. These are historical numbers and data. And that is what is called the Great Depression. So you have all these numbers which I told you. And again from American institutions, Trump himself saying, don't turn my tariffs because you will enter into a recession. Then this man goes and messes with the world's largest democracy. Now, whom is he messing with? Let me give you numbers. India, China, Russia, Brazil and BRICS. If I add all these people together, 70% of the global GDP, 70% of the nukes, 70% of the foreign exchange reserve, 70% of the mineral and 80% of the market. Now, I don't know what Trump is trying to do. For the sake of God, MAGA or no MAGA or NAGA, whatever he is doing, what the hell you are trying to do? Because by doing this, you're messing with everybody. And on the top of that, if tomorrow MBS just comes with one statement, I can sell oil to China and India in the local currency. That will be the end of petrodollar and that's where the de-dollarization will start. He has put things in such a fiasco. And let me tell you one more of his credentials. He wants, Russians with nuclear submarines. Medvedev comes back with dead man switch, right? Then he says, I have already moved some subs. Putin moves the subs. Then he sends Steve Witkoff there and tries to threaten
Yes.
Putin that conference, otherwise it will not happen. He fails. Then he says, I want to go and meet Putin because all his nuclear threats, his economic threats, his deadlines,
Yes.
none of them are not working. For
Yes.
on India or Russia or Israel, anybody. This man has made a mockery of himself.
Okay.
I've given the numbers today.
Okay.